Welcome to the 15th season of Shamba Shape Up.
We have traveled all over East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need,
so they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences
on the Shamba Shape Up Safari.
Kashata, Arosto.
And not forgetting coconut.
Aye.
Welcome to Shamba Shape Up.
This week we are in Watamu in Kwale County.
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Rehema Kalama Fondo. Kazi ninayofanya ni kulima. Mimi nachukua kuku, nafuga mwenyewe. Wakishakuwa nachukua mwenyewe nichinje nipeleke kwa soko. Ili nifanya hivyo kwa sababu nilikuwa napata changamoto, kuku wamekuwa hakuna soko. Nikaona afadhali nichinje. Na nilipoanza kuchinja nilianza na kuku wawili. Na nikaenda hivyo mpaka saa hii inaweza kuenda mpaka 28.
Rehema!
Wenyeji mpo?
Hey!
Ha, Rehema, we are finally here.
Well,
Salam kazi.
Lamuka.
That means you're okay.
I'm
You
okay.
woke up well.
I am well.
How is agriculture here?
It's good. Ninalima maboga wakati huu wa mvua na lima na shamba mahindi. Nilianza na kuku 200. Nilipokuwa sasa wamekuwa wakajachukuliwa wote. Nikaingia nguvu nikaeka 300. Sasa ndo nikaendelea pole mpaka ndo nimefikisha kuku 1500.
Any challenges?
Kwa changamoto tunazipata, kuku kufa na magonjwa, kupata miguu haitembei.
So you've said your chicken, sometimes you get in, they don't stand, they were having diseases. We have experts who are going to work with you to make you better. We have to pitch our tent and we begin work. Is that okay?
I'm ready.
All
You ready, Rehema?
We're back.
I'll see you in a bit.
We are back.
Shamba Shape Up nilikuwa naomba hiyo siku mlikuwa mwasema mnakuja. Nilikuwa nilili, hata nilikuwa silali. Kwa sababu nataka hiyo siku nimuona fanya kumuona kwa TV.
Building a chicken shed at the coast is no different from any other place, except the windows are much larger. Let's take a few pictures and send to iShamba to see what else we need to fix before the experts get here.
The iShamba experts have advised that the structure is good and that we only need to do some repairs and maintenance work. Time for a quick shape up. Rehema is expecting some new chicks from Kenchic, so this shed needs to be dust-free. We also seal the openings to protect the chicks from predators. Then we start on the brooder.
What does it take to take care of your broiler chicken? Do we just feed them and wait for them to get to weight? I don't think so. Broiler chicken need good management in order to have healthy birds that can get to weight at the right time. To teach us more on this, we have Michael Maondo from CKL Africa. So Rehema, how is chicken farming in Kilifi?
Kuku wa Kilifi shida zake ni mchangamoto ni magonjwa.
Oh, lots of diseases.
Yes.
Okay. From your observation, what have you seen, Maondo?
I've noticed that she's doing a wonderful job.
Yes.
There are things she's done right. The distribution of the feeds, they are good. Water traps, very well done. The ventilation of the house, well done. But there are things need to be changed. The spacing between the wire mesh, it's a little bit big. Wild birds can get into the poultry house. Number one, they will eat the feeds made for chicken. And then number two, they also bring diseases to our chicken. The big spaces can allow snakes. These are snake zone. They can bite our birds. So that has to be reinforced with the chicken wire mesh. Number 2, I've seen the wood shavings, especially in the main house. It's too damp. There's a lot of ammonia coming out to mean that the shavings have not been changed for some time. I recommend you remove the wood shavings from 14 days. Put fresh ones. You spray the wood shavings. You spray using copper seed. Copper seed is a disinfectant, which is very effective, which will be able to control the infections in the poultry house.
Use 25 milliliters of Coopicide in 10 liters of water when spraying the wood shavings and the shed. What else have you observed?
I've also noticed that in the main house there is no foot bath. That has to be there, and that has to be done again with the Coopicide. Poultry diseases can strike just 2 days. You lose everything. Your chicken are about to get to the market, but they die, all of them. So it's very important for you, you start the journey from day 1 to the last day.
For the foot bath, use 100 milliliters of Coopicide in 10 liters of water. So now, Rehema, have you ever lost any chicken?
Almost 100 na magonjwa.
So we control those things by controlling the bacterial infection, viral infections from the birds.
But that's why we are here, to make sure that doesn't happen again.
So number 1, I've noted that the customers are coming to the chicken house to buy from there.
Mteja akija huwa anaingia ndani.
Do you tell them not to?
Hawapendi.
So they just come in and select the chicken themselves?
Yes.
It's not advisable, is
No,
it?
it's not a good practice. Chicken houses should be out of bounds. The attendant should be the only person who is getting in and out of the house to minimize diseases.
But they are refusing to do that, and they want to see the chicken.
What I can advise is if you're selling like 20 to 50 chicken every day, please select them, put them in a separate house where they can come and then identify.
When a customer comes to buy your chicken, what do they look for?
Anaangalia kifua. Aipate iko pana. Kifua
Big
chake.
chest. If it was a chicken, they would buy me. Okay. And then, how do they know the weight?
Weight huwa mimi sipimi. Wanachukua akifanya hivi.
She's supposed to know or to monitor the weight gain of a chicken every now and then, so that you get to know whether the feed you are giving to the chicken is the right feed and the right conversion. So you need to have a weighing scale so that you are sure that they are growing at the right rate. But now there is a challenge with the broilers, especially they put on weight very fast. First, we need to be sure that the bones are strong to support the weight. If the bones are not strong, then you'll be able to have problems with your birds waking up or walking. So we rectify that by use of CKL DCP, dicalcium phosphate. You mix with feeds, 150 grams in 50 kg bag.
Unatumia kwa siku ngapi?
I would recommend anytime you are feeding them, you can use DCP from day 1 to day 35. When it comes to feeding, you do not have laxity of time with the broilers. So we use Diamond V to make sure that the feed they take is digested and then the nutrients released to the body for the absorption to take place. Number 2, Diamond V makes sure that the gut of the bird is healthy and functions the way it's supposed to function. So the digestion will take place efficient.
Remember, use 150 grams of DCP in a 50 kilogram bag of feed, whether it's starter mash, grower, or finisher. Add 50 grams of Diamond V and mix well. Use from day 1 to when the chickens are ready for the market. So these products, I'm sure, cost money, and
Yes.
farmers complain about inputs being expensive.
I'm trying to imagine Rehema losing 200 chicks for not using copper seed. If you do the cost analysis of the copper seed, 1 liter price, and then losing 200 birds, then you better go for the copper seed so that prevents any future eventuality.
On the other side, work on the shed is going on. New chicks from Kenchic are almost here. We add the chicken wire mesh. The curtains are up. The brooder has carved corners. We put in a deep litter. Let's not forget the foot bath and disinfecting the shed with Coopicide. And our brooder is ready. Feeders and the drinkers ready and the curtains raised. Remember to always have your heater set about an hour before the chicks come in.
The coastal region is warm most of the year, making it ideal for broiler chicken farming.
Rehema keeps Kenchic birds, and as a follow-up, they would like to see how she's doing and the challenges she's facing. That is why they have brought in Adam Ramadan to advise her more. Adam inspects the shade and is happy. Time to bring in a new batch of chicks. When the chicks come in, check that they are active and feeding well. Kenchic birds come pre-vaccinated.
So, Adam, our farmer Rehema has been keeping chicken. So let's start from the beginning. So when you get your chicken, how do you take care of them?
Kuzichunga ni kama vilikuwa mimi sijui ndio nafanya. Naleta kuku na waangalia tu hivyo mchana, lakini jioni sishughuliki. Nalala mpaka asubuhi.
How do you know whether they are sick, whether they are feeling hot?
Nikiamka asubuhi mimi nitaangalia. Naweza kupata kama hiyo najua hapa pengine kimekufa, hawa wako vipi.
Our expert, what does she need to improve?
Here at the coast, place is somehow hot and the environment is somehow humidity. So it's good the house to be open. The height from down should be 3 blocks, that is 2 feet. And starting from the blocks to the roof should be 8 feet. And then all around to be covered with wire mesh.
Why is that?
To get more ventilation. And the curtains also should be placed outside the chicken banda, not inside. The roof should be slanting.
Ensure the roof is slanting on both sides with an overlap at the top that leaves a gap for ventilation. This gap should have chicken wire to stop other birds coming in. Also, have an additional roof over the windows on the southern side, as at the coast, rains may blow from this direction.
Rehema, how do you know that your chicks are feeling too hot or it's too cold for them?
Ukiingia pale, unapata pengine amejikunja, unajua pengine ni baridi.
Is that the right way to know or how to gauge the temperature in your brooder?
The chicks themselves, they can talk, so you have to understand their language.
Okay.
How to know the chicks, they are hot? You can see the chicks themselves spreading their wings or panting or going away from the jiko. By knowing the chicks are very cold, you can see them coming closer to the jiko or piling on one side.
So how do you control that, Adam?
If you enter in the banda and you feel it's very hot, pull down the curtains, but just half to allow the fresh air to get inside the banda.
And when it is cold?
And when it is cold, you raise up the curtains and you increase the makaa.
So that the heat is contained?
Yeah. So as the chicks get older, here at the coast, since the temperature is very hot, week 1, the curtain should be 3/4. And then week 2, also 3/4, but depending on the weather. Maybe it's raining or it's very cold. Week 3, when the birds are
much bigger,
you will have to remove the curtains down completely.
You've kept chicken now for a long time. What do they do for you?
Huwa nachinja, napeleka sokoni.
So you just slaughter and take to the market, which means you're in business. I have seen even in the market, they cut pieces. Do you also do that?
Yes.
Does it also give you more money?
I'm getting more money.
Rehema. So, Adam, Rehema sells her chicken in the market and she wants to continue doing this business because that is what is sustaining her. What can a farmer do to ensure that this food is also safe for human consumption?
Biosecurity is very important because it will ensure that the birds are safe, they are not sickly or given more medicines, they are less harmful for human consumption and for the entire business.
Remember, with good hygiene and good vaccination, you will avoid diseases and you won't need to medicate your birds, meaning they will be much safer for consumption.
Coming up after the break,
we begin a special edition of stories from the coast on aquaculture and learn about a crop that is farmed in the ocean.
Welcome back to Shamba Shape Up.
in this part, we delve into aquaculture in a series of specials on the Kenyan coast blue economy. We travel south from Watamu to Shimoni in Kwale County. There is a weed a very good weed that is grown by farmers, which is very marketable. What am I talking about? I don't know either. I'm learning. Join me.
My name is Abdallah Darus Juma. I'm a seaweed farmer.
Abdallah is a member of Kijiweni's self-help group, a community in South Coast that gets its livelihood from seaweed. Seaweed has the ability to change the fortunes of communities along the coastline. But what is it? We have Dr. Esther Wairimu, lead in the Integrated Multitrophic Aquaculture, IMTA, Asia Africa Blue Tech Superhighway, AABS Wildfish. She's here to introduce us to this super plant and teach us more. Abdallah and Esther, very good to see you. You know, we have traveled all over East Africa, but I never thought there'll come a day when I'm standing in a shamba in the ocean. There are shambas here, Esther.
Yeah, there.
Yes. How big are they?
It's massive because you have different farmers with seaweed plots.
Abdallah, you run one of the plots here.
So if we are talking about the plots, it's just 25 by 30 meters square. That is a maximum plot a farmer should have. This farming has started from 2001 as a research with a Kenchic. From 2008, it came commercial farming.
Esther, what is seaweed?
Seaweed, it's a macroalgae. An algae is a plant.
Yes.
So it's a plant that grows in the sea. So how does it grow? It doesn't have roots. So it extracts nutrients from the seawater using its surface that helps it to grow.
What kinds of seaweeds are there?
In our Kenyan coastline, there are two types of seaweed. The first one is cottony. That's the local name that we use here. Then the other species is called Spinosum. That is a name that the community knows much.
It's very easy to grow.
Very easy to grow. It just requires water, no fertilizer, and no fresh water. Like in upcountry, we have scarcity of fresh water, we have scarcity of land, but here we have all this vast sea.
I think I should have a plot here.
Indeed.
Okay, so now, Abdallah, why seaweed?
First of all, my interest was about swimming, diving. So if I do this farming, I can gain more in my livelihood.
How did you know about the seaweed?
We are being mobilized as a community.
I'm sure you don't use a djembe to plant your seaweed.
So on that, we do the preparation of cutting the ropes. It measures 11 meters. Then we tie the tie, the small ropes. Then these small ropes, we tie our seedlings there for ready to plant our seaweed. Yeah.
We have different methods of farming these seaweeds. Like we have the off-bottom, which is actually more friendly to the women who are doing this activity because it's more done near shore. They don't have issues of swimming. We have the rafts and bamboo sticks connected together, and in between them, you can have seaweed lines there.
Yeah.
How long does it take to grow?
It takes 45 days.
So Esther, how many harvests can a farmer do in a year?
In a year, where we don't have extreme conditions, we can have like 5 harvests in a year.
But I'm sure you have challenges, don't you?
We face a lot of challenges because like now, we face the strong current. If you have cultivation, your seaweed and is already matured, so it can be swept. Yeah. When the sun is too hot, when the water goes, the seaweed is open. So at that level, the water is hot, and also we face the epiphytes. That is the disease facing us as a farmers on cultivation on seaweeds. Yeah.
Cottony is not as resilient as Spinosum, the other species. And when it's so hot, the heat affects it. And also, like when we have El Nino seasons, also the freshwater intrusion into the sea, it also affects these plants. And in addition, again, if we have pollution where we are growing seaweeds, definitely the water quality will be poor, and that will also affect the plants.
How are you helping our farmers cope with them?
Of course, through research, we have helped them to come up with better farming methods of seaweed, like the long line, because of when there is climate change and when we have rising temperature, they can go deeper and grow those seaweeds there. And then, so like right now, under Wildfish, we have the Asia Africa Blue Tech Superhighway project, where we are also having another technology that we are coming up with. It's called Integrated Multitrophic Aquaculture, where we are going to integrate these seaweeds with fish, also with other organisms like bivalves, in that we are going to grow these different organisms in one single system. In other words, you are going to have diversified income sources. So in that case, Seaweeds are very helpful. For instance, they take up nitrogen, they take up phosphorus from the system. In that, it maintains good water quality in the catcher system. And also, when it takes up these substances, it flourishes better, it grows better as compared to those ones that are growing in the open sea. We have planned to have 2 different designs. One of them, it's called pen culture. So in this area, around 1 meter depth, when it's low tide, we are going to install or to construct pens. So with these pens, like for instance, we are going to put sea cucumber below. Then we are going to put fish, and the fish that we are going to work with is called rabbit fish. And then we have also, we'll integrate seaweed on the side. We'll design them in the direction of the current, in that the seaweed can be able to extract the nutrients through the movement of the current. We also plan to have also cages. The same way, we'll have the fish, we'll have the bivalves, as in like oysters. Yeah.
This new technology, integrated multi-tropic aquaculture, we hope the community. It will open up more income sources and also help in fighting climate change. Abdallah, is there a market for seaweed?
Yeah, market is here. Because every farmer to do harvesting should sell his seaweed to the cooperative.
The Kijiweni Self-Help Group is a member of Kibuyuni Cooperative. Let's see what happens there.
So, what is seaweed grown for? Is it eaten? Cooked? What do you do with it? Come, let's find out with me.
Seaweed is very marketable. It has many uses and can be turned into many products. We have visited a cooperative in Shimoni that buys from its farmers, adds value, and sells to bigger buyers to earn more. We still have Dr. Esther Wairimo, lead in the Integrated Multi-Trophic Aquaculture IMTA, Asia Africa Blue Tech Superhighway, AABS Worldfish.
Quite interesting what I saw down there. You plant, you harvest, and then now you bring them here. So where are we, Abdul?
We can say now the farmers are taking the sacks from the sea full of seaweed.
When they're very fresh.
After a year, we spread them in the racks for drying.
For drying.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know, when we're doing harvesting, so the seed also we collect some, also another unwanted weeds. If you are a farmer, you have to look, you spread it and you check out and you remove,
sort out.
Yeah, you remove the unwanted weeds.
Like this one?
Yeah, like this one.
Okay.
So if the sun is too hot, it can take 3 to 4 days, total dried.
It changes color.
From the brown, we get purple.
So that one is totally dry.
Total dried.
We have different types of seaweed here.
Okay.
This is a green spinosum, and this is a brown spinosum.
Okay.
And then on the side here, I have this one that has thick stems. It's called cottony.
Cottony.
And it's high value, money-wise. It fetches very good market. So these are mainly the species that our farmers are growing here.
Okay. So now after it's dried, what happens?
We pack them in the sacks. Maybe you can carry at your home or maybe you can take it to the store.
To the
the
store.
cooperative store
Yeah, so
and sell it.
how much is it in the market?
If you are a farmer, you have to sell your seed in cooperative because we sell the dried one at 50 shillings.
A kg?
kg. kg.
So have you been facing any challenges with this?
Challenges we have, like now, you see our racks are full of, and still the farmers, they are in need of harvesting their farms, but we don't have the space.
There's still a lot.
Of course, yes. And you see, have the sacks at the top of the racks.
Yeah.
We don't have enough space. This is the challenge that we have. And now is a raining season.
All right. Daktari,
Yes.
why is it so important after harvesting to just go through this process?
There are other processes that come after the drying, based on the target market. Some go for value addition, some are sold like the raw materials because they cannot be processed until they are dry.
What are the benefits of seaweed?
Seaweed farming has quite a number of benefits, and I'll just mention a few.
Okay.
It can be processed to animal feeds, that is targeting the livestock industry. After drying, it's processed by milling it or grinding it, and this powder can be mixed with other ingredients, and it can formulate a feed for the fish, one. It can also be a feed for the livestock. Targeting like the cows, they like it because of the salty nature of the seaweed.
All right.
And then, in addition to that, seaweed can be used also in the pharmaceutical industry, for medicine, to make tablets, to make, syrups. Then the other benefit can be used in the cosmetic industry. They make lotions with it, hair food with it. They make the soaps as well. That is also another advantage of seaweed. In addition, it's also food for human. The way it's just green like this, it can be a salad. It's really tasty. Of course, it has nutritional value.
Do you think your lives have changed ever since you started farming seaweed?
In the history, when you came in Kibuyuni, you see the local houses. But now when you move around, you see the permanent houses. And even our children has learned a lot because of the seaweed. Yeah, our farmer can plant and sell it, just pay for his children for fees.
So now life is better. Life is improved.
Life is better.
What's the future of seaweed farming?
The future is, I would say, it's bright. There's a lot of expectation because many farmers are getting interested into seaweed farming. They are getting training from different organizations, different research organizations. They have shown interest because it's a product that, as he has said, it has changed lives.
Changing lives is always our mission.
And discovering new ways of farming is our passion.
Nitawaambia Shamba Shape Up ni nzuri na wana mafundisho mazuri. Ukiwapata utakuwa sawa.
From Kibuyuni Seaweed Project,
We'll see you next time on
Shamba Shape Up.
Shamba Shape Up.